Today I'm going to go through the Diamond Handstand. Now the Diamond Handstand is a really cool one because if you have a straddle, you basically have a diamond. I still recommend that your three main movements that you train when you're learning the handstand or advancing the handstand is the straight, the straddle and the tuck. But a fun one that also has its uses is the Diamond Handstand. So the Diamond is basically a straddle handstand with the knees bent and the toes touching. I'm not a fan of doing the version where you have the feet together. This one can look cool, but it doesn't work as well for some of the other movements. So I would always go with the diamond position with the toes touching. Now these drills can be done against the wall or they can be done freestanding. There's three main ways of getting into the straddle handstand. We could enter from the straddle position. So basically you opened your legs and then you just close the knees and touch the toes. You could pull down from straight into your diamond, or you could jump or kick directly to your diamond. Let's first have a look at the straddle version. And again, we can do this against the wall or freestanding. So I'm going to kick or jump to my straight handstand. I'm going to open to my strong straddle position. So this is my big straddle where my hips are slightly closed and my toes are slightly in front of the hands and my hips are slightly behind me. I'm going to keep the toes pointed. I'm going to bend the knees until the toes kiss and I'm going to hold that position. Now while I'm holding that position, I'm going to push the knees out behind me as best I can. So we don't want them closing towards the tuck. And then I'm going to reverse the movement to come out. So I'm going to straighten the legs and then bring the legs back to straight. Show control and then come back out again. If I'm doing that against the wall, it's probably easier back to wall. So I'll kick up to my straight handstand, heels touching the wall. I'm going to open to my straddle with the butt lightly touching but the feet off. So that's slightly closed hip position. I'm going to bend the knees till the toes touch. Now as the toes touch, I can push the butt off the wall and try to open the hips back up to try and make a more of a flatter position. Hold with control and then reverse it back again. So butt to the wall, open to straddle, heels will come off the wall, close to straight with the heels just touching the butt off the wall. Now I wouldn't recommend going direct to the diamond position unless you already have a diamond to go to. I would train it through either the straight to diamond version or the straddle to diamond first. Get a diamond position that you're happy with and that you can control, and then I would try kicking or jumping directly to it. Then we have the pull down from straight position. So holding a straight handstand, as I pull down and bend the knees, I'm trying to externally rotate and take the knees outwards as strongly as I can as I push the hips inwards. So I try and make a position that's nice and stacked. We don't want to take the hips too far backwards towards the tuck. Hold with control and then slowly come back up again to your straight position. Same thing if you do that against the wall, you just as you slide down the wall and the knees are bent, you just try and keep the hips away and keep the toes pushed into the wall as you externally rotate and push the knees back as hard as you can. Once we have the diamond position, we can either increase time in the position, so just trying to accumulate like 10, 15, 30 seconds in the diamond, or we could do repetition. So I could go from straight to diamond and back for reps, or I could go from straight to straddle to diamond. I could enter it even through tuck and things as well. So I could pull down into a tuck handstand. I could open the knees to diamond, back to tuck, back to straight. So you could put it into sequences. I could advance it towards a one arm position. Now a one arm diamond position is probably one of the easiest to learn once you've got a straddle, because again, you're just bending the knees. And a cool position to work to is hand up diamond position. Now to get into a nice deep diamond position, ideally you've got a bit of hip mobility. So the things I'll be working on for hip mobility that are directly relevant to the diamond position, your normal wide leg straddle flexibility, so pancakes, middle splits, things like that. There needs to be a little bit of hamstring flexibility in there. A really good one is the frog position. So you can position yourself into a normal frog and train it that way. So it's really trying to open the hip in that closed knee position. And you can even mimic the diamond and bring the feet together and point the toes. You can even play with the position. This is actually really nasty into this here. And then what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push the knees down and I'm trying to push the heels up. So this is particularly nasty, trying to keep into the toe point. You can cramp up and down the shins a little bit into the calves. Open and closing here. Trying to get into your diamond position, so recreate it. You could recreate it in like a forearm position if you're more comfortable in those positions.
Is there something else I can help with?
Oh, I'll set Siri off. Headstand, forearm stand. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below with the Diamond Handstand. Thumbs up and subscribe would be appreciated, and I'll speak to you next time. Thanks, guys.